Hi and welcome to another session of advanced readings. This is a technique that we use in spiritualism a lot, and it also inspired me when I had the oracle readings through the Nadi oracles, where messages were given to me thousands of years in advance. Mind-boggling stuff. And also, of course, it's used in when you're using clairvoyance by email reading and sometimes by telephone. You know things before the person calls you. So I'm inspired by this technique and I hope it helps you. There could be a message here for you today. So you'll see me working in blue light for this, because this is how the medium can get close to spirit. We often use a red or blue light in my circle, particularly if you're doing physical or trance work. Anyway, hope you enjoy these sessions. Now my next message is for somebody in Australia, possibly New Zealand, because I'm getting that part of the world here being shown to me. And you've had to, I'm getting pictures about you first of all, you've had to move out of the city, I feel. You've moved to a more country setting because something happened to the house. I don't know if it was affected by the fires or something like that, but we've kind of moved to a new area and made a new start, is the feeling I'm getting here. Now, I feel there's a fatherly link coming through here, because this gentleman seems to give me, he's a bit authoritarian on the first surface. When you look at him, I get the feeling he's got quite an authoritarian attitude. He had chest conditions. This man had chest conditions too, because I feel as if one lung had problems, because I'm getting one side of my lung had problems, and I might have had simultaneously with this also a heart condition at the end as well. So I've got lung and heart, two issues that he had to fight with at the end. He could be a very stubborn man, I've got to say, your father. And he had some teeth missing at the bottom here, I want to say. It's a tooth missing, so I've got a gap in the bottom of this jawline here with him as he speaks, as part of his evidence to you. And he had a habit of rubbing his hands like this when he was excited about something or had a good idea. And I feel he's given me this feeling now that it's a good idea having made that move, because you've done the move without the job, right? But now I feel that the job's coming as well. And I don't know if that job's online, because I get the feeling you might have had some understanding of IT and things like this, because I feel I can do that. But I seem to be doing two things, because I seem to be doing something where I'm doing something online, and at the same time I might be even using my country setting to make another small income from something from the land, animals or something like that. I get in the feeling that we can make a secondary. So we've got two lives. We've got a very modern life and a very traditional life, and they're running side by side and making things work. And actually all you ever wanted to do was be an artist, because I feel art and things in the background as well, painting art, I feel. But that's a sideline now, I feel. But I feel that you will make it with what you're trying to do, with this unusual mixture here. So that's his message. I just feel he's just come through. It's your father here making this link. You did the right thing and it's going to work out. So maybe that message was for you, and if it was, please do leave a comment in the comments below on YouTube so that other people can recognize that this is real. I mean, if you look back at some of the older videos, you'll see that some of the most strange and obscure messages have been taken to the letter, and there's been some interesting stories that have developed once a person has made the comment. So leave a comment, and even if the message isn't for you, it's still a good idea to leave a comment, because this helps spirit to connect with us and maybe get you a message next time. Okay, this next message is not a medium message, it's a psychic message, and I feel I want to talk to somebody who they've just lost their job. There's been a job loss here, and you would have received news of this over the last few days. It's a very recent feeling that I get with this with you. And you've been working that job for quite a long time, 3 years at least. And I feel as if there's been part of the job work has been IT. But also part of it has been working with finances and things like that, because there's some monetary thing in the background of this work I see here. you have an interest also, I feel, you may have worked before or be working in the future in the pharmaceutical industry, because I'm getting this sense of having worked with scientific things and pharmaceutical things. So I'm not getting this from the spirit world, this is more like a message. Now let me help to make sure that I can identify the correct person with this, because I see in your room, as I'm sat there, I'm seeing a clock in front of me. That clock has a pendulum that moves. It's not a grandfather clock, but it seems to have a pendulum, a movement. You can visually see the movement of the clock in the room where you're watching this video from. So just that's to help to identify the person who this is for. And I think you're in a front room here, because I've also seen, if you're on your laptop or something like that, or on a mobile, I'm seeing there's a mark on the sofa. It's on the side of the sofa. It could be a mark or a tear, but there's a large mark or a stain or something that has happened there as well. Okay, so that's just sort of seeing part of your room for this. Now, I feel that you're going to do all right. You're going to get a new job soon. Not to worry. And I feel I want to push you towards, I saw pharmaceutical industries. So if that's new to you, or it's part of something you've done and can pick up again, is the feeling I get. I feel you can use partly your management skills and partly your IT skills to do quite well. So this is a blessing in disguise. So that's my feeling with the first message. Now I can feel a lady in the spirit world drawing close to me here. She suffered from stomach conditions in her life, she says to me. Used to give her a lot of wind, right? And she used to joke about that. She's quite a big build lady too, actually. And although it was her stomach conditions through her life, I actually feel that there was also an issue with her throat at the end, as if there was something, a cancer or something, or a growth or something in the throat that made her a little bit hard to talk for her towards the end of her life, and when she was in the process of dying, I feel. And she's kind of a heart that's open to everybody, is the feeling I get with her. A lady that would be cheerful, bright, and she'd love young people, and she'd be a communicator with everybody that came along. She's quite a talker, because I feel with her natter all the time with her. The recipient of this message, I feel, has just decorated the front room, because I feel that you're in a house or a room. The room you're in, I think, has just been redecorated very, very recently. And she says, very nice that looks to me, she says. And she's, I'm trying to find out what she did. I think she worked in a shop for a while. There was a shop, and it might have been a family business shop for a while, because I'm seeing a sort of a bit of a shop setting here that she had, and this is going back a bit, but there was this shop, this family shop. It's closed now, I feel. And then she kind of retired because she was married. I'm feeling that her connection with you is family, but I get the sense it's a slightly auntie sort of feel with this, rather than a mum and dad sort of feel for the recipient of the message that I've just described, your environment. And she says she had to have all her teeth out at the top, or most of them, because I've got all that side and all that side, but I think I've kept my front teeth. And this is something that she was upset with, and had to have a false teeth there in two pieces before the days of implants, this is. And so she's saying to you that, so this is a kind of a link from her, because she was quite a spiritual lady, in that she liked to talk about life after death. She was very interested in things like near-death experiences and UFOs and all sorts of things like that. And she's talking to you to sort of say that she wants to share her love of those things with you and keep your interest, because, you know, these things are of value because they're real. you know, and she said the afterlife is real. That's what she said, because I believe you've been having doubts about that lately. That's what she says. You've been having doubts about that lately. So the message is for you to keep your faith in things, to keep interest in things, keep learning more, keep understanding more, and it will inspire you for the rest of your life. Okay, so that's her message to you. A very just simple, cheerful, happy message from Spirit to keep your interest in things. So you would have recognised her. And she says there's also a brooch of some sort that looks like a bird's foot. All right, it looks like a bird's foot. It has 3 prongs on it, like a bird's foot or something like that. Okay, that's a message to you. So I hope that helped, because it's lovely doing this and giving messages to people out there, and I know some of you get very excited by the messages that you get, so thank you for your feedback. And if you do enjoy watching all this, why not come and get a reading at my website, because I've got a team of readers, you know, that are on there 24/7, and there's lots of special deals there at the moment. For example, in the UK, if you're a new customer, you can use our welcome offer and get 29p a minute for the first 10 minutes, so you can try a reading for very little. Same with the USA, we've got 59 cents per minute for the first 10 minutes on the welcome offer. So thanks for watching my channel. And do come back and follow us. Click that little bell thingy at the bottom of the page there. We do loads of things here, as well as all these readings. We've got my family involved. We've got all sorts of investigations. We've got my mystic talks, so we're inspired. We got lots of readings. You'll see our stuff with the media and all sorts of things. So keep watching, and keep watching now, because coming up will be the playlist of more videos like this one today. So there could be another message there for you today.